Welcome back everyone to Catherine's Plates, where it's simply delicious. Today it's Sunday and I want to make a fast casserole for the family. Now this is going to have ground beef, a lot of delicious flavors, and it's going to be topped with tater tots. There's a lot of recipes out there, but this one is our favorite because there's a lot of things that we put in there that remind us of like cooking like the cowboys did. I'm going to show you how. You ready? All right. I've got a large skillet. I'm going to put this over medium-high heat, and I've just added 1 tablespoon of some cooking oil. Now I'm chopping up a bell pepper and 1 medium onion, and I'm just doing these in nice size chunks so that we can taste them in the casserole. Cowboy casseroles are so versatile, so if you don't have a bell pepper, you don't have to add it. If you want to add other things, you can add those also. You just get a taste for it and know what you like. I'm going to finish chopping up this onion, and then we're going to add all of this into our hot skillet and start sauteing it down. Did y'all hear that sizzle? If you don't hear a sizzle, start over. I'm just kidding. Okay, once we add the onions and the bell peppers, we're going to saute these down until the onions are nice and soft and translucent, and then the peppers will be soft also. This will take a few minutes, so give it some time. I'm just going to give it a little bit of pinch to add some flavor while it's cooking down, and a little black pepper. Just a pinch, like less than 1/8 of a teaspoon. My husband always says when he smells the peppers and onions cooking, he knows something good's fixing to happen. And he said that today. He's behind the camera, so. Got anything to say?
I'm not behind the camera.
He is behind the camera. I just want to make note that if you feel you need to add a little bit more cooking oil or maybe a pat of butter for some flavor, you can go ahead and do that. Just keep an eye on it. You don't want them to be too dry while they're cooking or they'll char. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, the onions are nice and translucent and soft along with the bell peppers. So what I'm going to do is add 1 pound of ground beef. We're going to chop this up and cook it until it's no longer pink. With the ground beef, you can go up to like 1.5 pounds if you want to do that. If you're feeding a lot of people, you can add some more ground beef to it. As soon as the ground beef is all browned up and no longer pink, I'm going to bring you back. Okay, as you can see, the ground beef is nice and browned up. What I'm going to do is just drain any excess fat out of it. So I'm just going to push the meat, peppers and onions off to the side. This is just a quick way that I use to drain the grease. So I've just got some paper towels. I'm just going to wad them up a little bit, place them in the bottom of the pan, and absorb any of that excess liquid. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. That looks good right there. We're going to add the seasonings next. I have 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We'll add the seasonings. We're going to stir this and cook it for an additional 1 minute. That's just to help cook that garlic and put the flavors into the meat and peppers and onions. This smells really good. Give it a whiff. Make sure your seasonings are where you want them. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of sour cream. My husband's opening my cans for me right now. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of stir this around and get it all merged into the ground beef, the peppers, and the onions. I've got a can of diced tomatoes, 14 ounces, juice and all. We're going to put in. I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. That way the meat's not frying on the bottom of the pan there. Oh, is that looking good? Now, if you want to add more heat to this, you can put Rotel tomatoes in here instead of the diced tomatoes. Wherever your heat level is, or for your family, for you. All right, I have another great flavor going in. This speaks cowboy, doesn't it? Pork and beans. I grew up with these beans. My mom made them all the time for just about any dish. So we have, what's that? 15 ounces, juice and all. We're going to give this a stir. I'm going to add about 2 cups of corn. Now I'm just using some super sweet corn here. If you want to use canned corn, you can do that. Just drain it before you add it. I'm going to say that's 2 cups right there. I'm going to mix this up. Now this is a casserole, and we're going to have to bind this. Now I got my husband stirring for me while I got the cheese. Okay, we got about 1 cup of cheese going in. We're going to stir this well. We want that cheese to melt and all the flavors all mixed together. This is a very hearty casserole. We need this. We're in southeast Texas right now, and it's very blustery today, which is Sunday. So this will warm us up for sure. Okay, I've got the burner turned off. Everything is mixed well. I'm going to place this into a 9x13 baking dish. Oh, look at the colors. Doesn't that look hearty? All right, we're going to flatten this out, even it out. Is we're going to put about an extra 1/2 cup of shredded cheese on top of here. Just a very light coating. You don't want to cover the whole thing, then you won't be able to see the colors. So what you're going to need now is a bag of tater tots, and we're going to place them all over the casserole here in a single layer. Now I've got a 32-ounce bag, so I'm not sure if we're going to need them all or not, but I'll let you know when we get to the end. I've got about a 1/4 bag left of the tater tots. Okay, we're ready to place this in the oven. I've preheated it at 375 degrees. We're going to put it in for about 20 to 25 minutes. We're really looking for this to heat through, the cheese to melt, and those tater tots to be nice and crispy and heated through. I'll be back. It smells delicious. Our house smells delicious. I'm going to dive in. I'm a happy camper because I love tater tots and all these flavors. That's very delicious. All those flavors just flowing through this dish. My cowboy casserole topped with tater tots. Who's making this one? All right, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. Comment down below. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. That way you'll always know when shows like this one here are posted. I have 900 of them out there. Go check them out. I will see y'all on the next episode.